So, alright, I'm going to try this again with my nice phone. My good phone. My phone that I use for everything else. See, I'm in Moriarty, New Mexico now. I went to Espanola today and dropped off the load. The wind was really bad today. In some parts, it wasn't. I still got into New Mexico. I went to Klein's Corner. It was pretty bad just coming out of Klein's Corner north on 285, and then it cleared up. So, I will tell you that one of the things that I've used is the WeatherBug app to kind of keep track of what's going on in and around, like where I'm going or where I'm going to be traveling or whatever for doing my trip planning. So that's coming quite handy. It has in the warning, if you click, like if you're looking at it, there's a triangle in the upper right corner if there's a warning where you're at. And then the other thing is I mark a bunch of different places across the United States, so I'll get warnings about different things as far as weather in different places is concerned. So and that's how I knew about the high wind advisory or the high wind warning that was coming up today. It was questionable going north on 285. Very quickly after I got north on 285 between 40 and 25, it cleared up really quickly after that. So it was pretty nice. I got up to Espanola, got that dropped off. I started picking up in Espanola. I went south from there down to San Felipe Pueblo. There's a little truck stop there. Now, I ran into a very interesting scenario there. The wind was really high. That was when I was empty and I was dealing with very high gusts, 50, 55, 60 miles an hour. So I pulled off there in San Felipe Pueblo and parked at the truck stop there for a little while and kind of waited it out. I do have a load coming out of Lubbock. I got a deadhead all the way to Lubbock to get it. Instead of being here. Sometimes you got to deadhead real far to get a good load. And this is an okay load, but it's going to do what needs to get done anyway. When the wind died down, I got out to Moriarty. I had about an hour left, so I went ahead and stopped here in Moriarty. It's one of my favorite towns, places to stop. There's a TA here and a Pilot, Lisa's Truck Center, some other places. So anyway, so I'm here. The wind was pretty bad today. That truck stop in San Felipe Pueblo was limiting the number of people that they would allow into the truck stop. The limit number was 10. So when I walked up there to the front, you couldn't come in the back doors. They had those completely sealed off. When I walked up to the front, they were limiting the number of people, so we had to stand outside and wait for people to come out. And then we were allowed to go inside and do whatever we needed to do. I got what I needed out of the store, went back out to the truck, waited out the wind, watched the last episode of Picard. I'm a Star Trek fan, so which I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it, but it was good. This whole first season started out really slow, kind of made me mad, but it got really good at the end. So, or towards the end, and then at the end it was really good. So, anyway, that was interesting. When I got here to Lisa's Truck Center in Moriarty, they had one door closed. You could only come in on the other side, and again, it's only to-go orders. So I was able to get a hot meal tonight and everything, and come back to the truck. It is a lot of not healthy food, so that's why I do my little breakfast thing, drink water every morning. Ooh, actually that tastes pretty good. Anyway, I want to say something to everybody out there about this whole thing. You can disagree with me, you can agree with me. I really don't care at this point, okay? I follow some other trucking channels. I'm not going to say which channel it was that brought this up. If you follow them, you're going to know. But I'm not going to say it. But, somebody posted a video where he was watching or listening to a video of another guy that, was basically saying that this was all planned. Like, this whole thing was all planned to bring our economy to its knees and to put us under, martial law forever or something like that. I don't believe that in the slightest. I do believe in science and how science plays out in our world on a regular basis. Sometimes these things happen. You go back and look in history, like the 1918 flu pandemic was worse than this for now. So I don't know if this is going to get worse or not. But if you listen to Dr. Fauci, who really has been very open about all of this. He's on the White House team, coronavirus task force or whatever. And you listen to him and how he's talking. He's being very upfront and truthful about the science behind this, and it matches up with everything I know as far as science is concerned. Now, I'm not a scientist, obviously, because I drive a truck. If I was a scientist, I probably wouldn't be driving a truck. But your basic understanding of science, if you read up on stuff on a regular basis and follow science a little bit, things interest you, read an article. That's what I do. Article pops up and interests me, I read it. This matches up with a lot of what they're saying. So we are going to deal with this. We're going to deal with it until it's over, and we're going to do everything we can to get through it. And that's the thing. So please don't take it to heart at all when other people, doomsdayers, conspiracy theorists, whatever you want to call them, when they start saying that this was planned, that they had intended to shut down the economy. I think the video was like, this was a planned shutdown. Well, it was a planned shutdown, when they realized how bad this was going to be, they realized they couldn't just let the economy keep going the way that it was, because it was not going to get any worse, and it was not going to get better, and it was going to get far worse if it just kept going. So they did shut down the economy. It was a planned shutdown. They had to. They didn't have a choice. So just keep that in mind, when you're listening to all this, when you're going through all of it out there. It's easy to want to find blame, to want to place blame, and to want to try to really get mad at somebody, to be mad at somebody or something, as far as this is concerned. And you just have to blame science. This is just the way viruses work. Viruses mutate, Go back and look at the 1918 flu pandemic. There was one wave of the flu that came through. It went around the world again. It came back again, and it was far worse the second time. It mutated and came back. And when that happens, you're going to have a completely different scenario. So that's just the way viruses work. That's just the way things like this work. It's gonna happen like that. So don't take the conspiracy theorists to heart or whatever, and just know that we'll figure it out. There may be people. They're probably going to be. Well, people have died, and more people will probably die. But sometimes that's the way it goes, because we are still governed by the laws of science. So, anyway, that's kind of what I have on that. I wanted to add that I thank you guys for not pointing out the fact that I was misspelling unprecedented in like the first 5 or 6 videos. I think first 5 videos. I spelled it right the last video that I released, so thank you for not holding that against me. Obviously, spelling is not my strong suit, so I really appreciate that. Anyway, that's it. Just keeping up with my daily log here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Keep shining side up. See you down the road. Watch out for that wind. It could be a mean one.